You didn't know us before. You see and hear us now. We aren't the leaders of the future, we're the here and now. When you think of heroes, what comes to mind? I'm talking real life, not the Marvel DC kind. I think of young people, born to beat the odds and revolutionise, who didn't always realise their power or unique design until their first Minecraft mission or creative post online, their first competitive match or justice march or homework handed in on time. And yet, there's something beautifully ordinary about these young people, even in their greatness. They don't need to be Love Island outrageous or Hollywood famous to be A-list. And as a saint said, there are no great things, just small things done with great love. And love, like you lot, is patient and courageous. It does the next right thing and doesn't give up. Individualism won't change this world. Alone we go fast, but together we go far. So today we want to thank friends and families, community and business leaders, council and school staff. Heroes don't wear capes, and they don't always get the standing ovation. But we can be a symbol of hope that can inspire others and transform this nation. And you, yeah you, you're a hero too, because you play your part. Through your action, or your art, or your caring heart, through your enterprise or contributions to the environment, through your superb learning or sporting triumphs. You're all heroes in this team, but this isn't the end game. And we may not see you on big screens, but your deeds will live in memory. You are the real Black Panthers, Human Torches, Hulks, Thors and more. You are captains of England, iron humans ready for war. You didn't know us before. You see and hear us now. We aren't the leaders of the future. We're the here and now.
We're the here and now.
We're the here and now.
We are the here and now.
We're the here and now.
Hello everyone and welcome to the 7th annual Bristol Young Heroes Awards. My name is Emma Britton and I am honoured to be your host for tonight. I'm delighted. I'm going to guide you through what promises to be a brilliant evening of inspiring stories, interviews and some epic performances. But before we go any further, I'd like to start by saying a massive thank you to every single one of you for joining us this evening. Whether you're a family member or a friend of a nominee, a sponsor or a keen supporter, you are very welcome. Under normal circumstances, we would of course have met in person to celebrate these amazing young people. But this year, 2020, has been far from ordinary. Nominations for these awards opened way back in November 2019, with the original event due to take place in May. This year's class of young heroes have had to be extra specially patient, and we're now glad to be able to celebrate with you, albeit virtually. And here they are on your screens now. Hello everyone. Oh, great to see them all, looking so fantastic, looking so fantastic. 2020, well, it's been the most chaotic and challenging of years, with the cancelling of events like these. Well, they pale into insignificance compared with the wider impact of COVID-19. We do, though, believe that it is fitting to end the year by recognising and celebrating young people who, let's face it, have been overcoming challenges their whole lives. Celebrate this evening, enjoy the incredible performances and share in the pride that will be on show tonight. A reminder too to get involved in the conversation on social media. Share photos of you watching us. Tell us what you're loving about the event. Use the hashtag BYHA2020 and tag at .com of Purpose on Twitter and Instagram. Community of Purpose are the wonderful organisation delivering these awards, and you can find more information about them by visiting their website. Alongside Community of Purpose, a huge thank you to our wonderful main sponsors, GKN Aerospace, who we'll hear more from later on. And another big thanks to all of our fabulous award sponsors. Without the commitment and partnership of GKN and these wonderful organisations, well, this event just simply wouldn't be possible. We are, of course, though, here first and foremostly to celebrate the amazing achievements of our young people from our city. So with that in mind, who better to kick off the evening than the Mayor of Bristol, Marvin Rees.
Hi everyone, thanks for joining us for Bristol Young Heroes Awards this evening. This is an incredible event in Bristol's annual calendar. It's a time when we come together as a city to recognise and celebrate the lives of some remarkable young people facing major challenges, overcoming amazing obstacles and doing great things in their own lives, in the lives of their families and communities and for the wider city. It's a real evening of pride and joy, and that's something we need right now, facing some major challenges in the city and across the country. I hope in this evening's celebrations and awards, you will find sources of hope for our future. We need to thank all those who have made it possible, all the sponsors, in particular GKN Aerospace, the main sponsor for this evening, always pitching up and supporting Bristol Young Heroes, so thank you. But as I said, everyone else who's put in to make this celebration, this award ceremony possible. But you're going to have a great night, enjoy it, bask in the glory of our young people in Bristol. Thank you.
Thank you to the Mayor of Bristol. So we are moments away from revealing the first of our 11 winners this evening. Now, as a reminder, we have 8 regular award categories for our young heroes, and then 1 nominee will be chosen as the overall young hero. Now, we're also awarding the much coveted High Sheriff's Award, which is given out to a person who's made an extra special contribution to young people in the city, as well as a new category, the Team of Heroes Award, which celebrates a group who've given that extra bit of help to young people in order to achieve greatness. A special thanks to Bristol City's Youth Council, who helped shortlist our finalists, and our independent panel of judges, Catherine Frankpit, Cecile Gillard, Carl Brown and Victoria Matthews, for selecting our winners. Don't forget, you can find out more about each of the nominees, our fabulous award presenters and our sponsors by having a look through your digital event brochure, which will be in your email inbox now. Okay, we're ready to kick off with our first award. Oh, hold on. No, wait, hold on. I've just been told we've got one more important notice from an award-winning actor.
Hello, and I'm award-winning actor Alice Lamb. As an award winner, I've won loads of awards, so I'm here to share with you how to accept awards as an award winner. Did I mention that I'm an award winner? I've won loads of awards. Never mind celebrating your achievements. Everyone knows that award ceremonies are all about looking good. And one of the advantages of attending an award ceremony over Zoom is that people will only see your top half. So make sure your top half looks really fabulous. My name is Alice. When you're at an award ceremony, it's really important that you remember your own name, because if they announce someone else's name and you begin to accept the award, that could be quite embarrassing. So I recommend having a visual aid so you remember what it is and don't look like an idiot. Obviously, you want to look happy when you win your award, but not too happy because other people have had to lose in order for you to win. So you want to be hitting a sort of mid-range smile, Okay, around there. Like that. So what's that? That's 6 meters? 6 centimeters in diameter? Now, the most important face to practice is your gracious loser face. Actually, it's the least important, if you will. But it's really difficult, this one, because it's really hard to look happy when all you're feeling is bitter rage inside. So instead of thinking about all your future in front of you just falling apart, I like to think about eating my favourite food, donuts. Or kissing someone that I really fancy, like the plumber in Broadchurch. People always ask me, Alice, how do you do the perfect acceptance speech? Well, I'm going to teach you. It has to be short, concise, powerful, moving, and hilarious. And you can remember that with the acronym SHKFF. Alice, I hear you cry. But what do we do if we lose? I don't know, because I've never lost. But if you do lose, you can just tell everyone that you won anyway. And that's my advice from award-winning actor Alice Lamb. Good luck.
Thank you, Alice. Top advice there, but I don't want mid-range smiles. I want massive smiles tonight. So the time's come to reveal the winner of our first award, the Action Hero Award. This award recognises a young person who's made an extra special contribution to the community through volunteering and is sponsored by Boston Tea Party. We're delighted to be joined by world record-breaking hot air balloon champion Andrew Holly, who'll be presenting the award shortly. But before that, let's find out a little bit more about our 3 nominees.
Giving up your own time at such a young and impressionable age is just incredible. Hi, I'm Andy Kimber and I'm the Community Club's Development Lead for Young Bristol. Ashanti Ludwell is one of our young people who attends our community clubs, and there she is a junior youth leader helping out run the sessions, helping inspire the young people, helps at home with her family, helping her younger brother Ainsley, who does have some disabilities. She also helps with the police cadets. What Ashanti's doing is she's taking part in opportunities and taking part in clubs that not only helps her development and has helped her grow from quite a shy young lady into a much more confident young woman, but those opportunities help other young people have that experience. It's a selfless act, and for her it will be part of everyday life.
A reliable volunteer that comes down and helps out on the sessions. My name's Philip Harris. I work for Young Bristol. So Rob first came to Young Bristol when he was very young. He has always had dyslexia and ADHD. Certainly sort of the academic side of life he's always found quite difficult. The kayak club became quite an out for him. He's come from a background where he's been one of those more sort of tricky young people in the classroom, and he really relates to those people that he works with. You've got a group of young people who are completely engaged in a way that I would say many teachers would be quite envious of. We're seeing him develop, but it's also the fact that he's giving so much back into the young people of Bristol. He's a great guy. I think because of that, he should be an action hero.
There's often that one or two that just go above and beyond, and Charlotte for me has been one of those. So I'm Matt Caddick and I'm part of the team at Counsellet Baptist Church. Charlotte's been involved in helping out with the children's work at Counsellet. She also has served the community there, and not just the community of our church, but the wider community, by hosting and putting on a CPR training on several mornings. And she's also heavily involved in St John Ambulance, where she is a volunteer leader. She is the kind of person that sees a need and just gets alongside people. She wants to serve, she does it without ever being asked, and that has really inspired me. She just is that kind of person that wants to give all that she's got to help other people.
Hi, I'm Andrew Holly from Exclusive Ballooning, well known for flying special shape hot air balloons around Bristol and indeed around the world, and stunts like the one behind me. I'm so proud to be invited to help support these awards, championing some very inspirational young people, each with a unique story. Ashanti, Charlotte, and Robert are three incredible young people who have each made a difference to the lives of others, and they've certainly helped to make Bristol a better place. Wishing the nominees and everyone a great evening, and without further ado, the winner of the Action Hero Award is Robert Tarrant. Congratulations, Robert.
Hey, Rob, congratulations.
Okay.
How do you feel?
I didn't expect that one.
You are our action hero.
Thank you. Yeah, just thank you to Phil Harris, I guess.
Oh, amazing.
Very helpful throughout, well, for a very long time, and I'd like to thank him a lot for that, as well as Young Bristol.
And for you, Rob, what will it mean to you knowing that you've been recognised in this way by everyone?
It's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool. Congratulations, Rob. You are our action hero. Well done.
Thank you.
Oh, I'm so chuffed for Rob, so chuffed. Now, with this evening being a celebration of young people, it was only fitting that we should feature a host of young Bristolians who have been on the front line of making a difference in the city. We're delighted to be showing you 3 short interviews this evening, with the first coming from All Black Lives Group, after which we'll have the first of our musical performances. Over to Community of Purpose's Chris Duncan.
Everyone, it's Chris here from the Community Purpose team, and I'm joined by Clayton and Lisa. They are both part of a team that formed the All Black Lives movement in Bristol. It's a great pleasure to have them. Hey guys, how you doing?
Hi, good, thanks.
Hi,
Happy
good,
to be
thank
here.
you.
Good. Thanks for joining us. So I obviously don't want to say too much about what you guys have been up to this last year, because you guys can do that for yourselves. But we'll start off by just getting a bit of background about you and how you met, and also about the All Black Lives group in Bristol. So firstly, I understand that you, as a group of individuals, didn't actually know each other this time a year ago. So can you just tell us a little bit about how you came together, what your shared passions are, and how the All Black Lives thing came together, and what you guys do?
It was really crazy because, as Clayton said, we met for the first time 2 days before when we went to go scope out the area that we were hosting the protest. But I think, as Clayton said, we all kind of came together with kind of a shared frustration and a shared disgust at George Floyd's death, but a realization that, you know, this is something that's a systemic issue, and that's kind of our common purpose that brought us all together, and keeps us together, even though I would say we're friends now.
Yeah, amazing. Oh, that's really good. So, you know, obviously it goes without saying that 2020 has been probably the maddest year for a long time. And obviously, like you referenced George Floyd's death, but also, you know, the climate protests, COVID-19, there's been so much that's gone on in terms of upheaval in the city, but also across the world. You guys obviously organise a protest, but I understand, you know, there's a lot that you do aside from that. Could you just tell us a little bit about what your hopes are for your activism and your work, and what you'd like to see in terms of a fairer city and a fairer country, and even a fairer world?
Yeah.
I would say in terms of our activism, it's about spreading awareness. It's about creating spaces for conversation and education, and it's about continuing the conversation around systemic racism as well, because like we saw in 2015-16, and kind of, I suppose, what we're seeing now is this drop off from people's interest in talking about the issue of racism. So that's kind of our aim in terms of the organisation, is to keep that conversation going, keep people interested and motivated to tackle the beast that is systemic racism, essentially.
Yeah, I think we also, like, as well as that, we're trying to educate people. I think our kind of aim as an organisation is to educate people on things that maybe we haven't realised. I mean, this year has been so helpful for me in my kind of education of what the world is like. I've like opened my eyes to kind of how the world really is this year, and I think that's kind of our aim as the organisation, to do the same for other people. So with our protests and like with our panels and things, that's what we kind of try and bring. We try and bring a platform for people to learn and educate themselves, so we can move towards a better kind of future where we're all a lot happier and where we don't have to be out screaming and shouting in the streets and doing all of these things.
Yeah, that's amazing. Awesome. Look, that's obviously a massive encouragement to any young people watching to get involved. So I suppose just a last bonus question for anybody young or old who's interested in hearing more about what you're doing. Where could people go? How do people get involved in the All Black Lives group?
On our social medias, really. Yeah, we've got so on Instagram, All Black Lives Briz. We'll have all of our posts about when we have protests on, when we have panels on, which we hold regularly. Another co-founder, Zara, runs a panel every week. Brilliant panels that are really good for educating. Like me and Lisa just said, the main thing people need to do is educate themselves. So come to our panels and do things like that and get involved through that.
Yeah. Also, our Facebook is All Black Lives Bristol as well. So we're kind of more active on our Instagram, and I think a lot of young people as well kind of use Instagram more than they use Facebook these days. So that's kind of where to find us. Yeah, and come get involved, come do some learning.
Yeah, great, amazing.
Hello, good evening, everyone. My name is Chrissy Huntley, and thank you so much for tuning in this evening. Before I sing a little song for you, I just wanted to say a huge congratulations to all of the young heroes this evening. And a massive thank you to Community of Purpose for putting this amazing event on. It's not very often these days that I get to sing for people, so yeah, I really cherish each time I can. So I really appreciate being here, and yeah, thank you so much. I hope you're enjoying your evening. I'm going to sing a little Christmas song for you. It's one of my all-time favourites, so I hope you enjoy it. Thank you. Yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light. From now on, your troubles will be out of sight. Yourself a merry little Christmas. Make the Yuletide gay. From now on, your troubles will be miles away. And here we are, as in olden days, happy golden days of yore. And faithful friends who are dear to us, gather near to us once more. We all will be together if the fates allow. Hang a shining star upon the highest bough, and
Oh, the beautiful Chrissy Huntley. Okay, it's time to reveal the winner of the Arts and Culture Hero Award, which recognises a young person who's exceeded expectations and accomplished something great in the arts. We're excited to be joined by musician JC Stewart, who is performing his hit single, I Need You to Hate Me, later. He'll be presenting the award after we found out a little more about our 3 nominees.
I thought, this is the girl she's going to go far. My name's Faye. I work for Young Bristol. When I first met Shannon, I was really impressed straight away with her natural artistic talent. Shannon started doing her Arts Award Bronze with me. Part of that, Shannon and her group decided that they were going to go to their local residential home. And Shannon was fantastic. She was real natural, so much so that she ended up going back there and volunteering her time. And she's now actually working in sort of health and social care. Shannon really inspires me because she's a really positive and caring young person, but she's also really invested in her local community and will put time into volunteering and supporting her peers at her youth club as well. We're all really proud of what she's doing, so good luck, Shannon.
Most people would literally have no idea at the pressures she's faced. So I'm Kate Richards and I'm assistant head teacher at Orchard School Bristol. So Taya, not only is she utterly talented and a fantastic performer, particularly a great singer, she's an absolutely amazing role model when it comes to arts and culture and music for us. Absolutely selfless. She came in early every morning before Christmas and sang. She's also given up her lunch times to support others to learn to sing and to play the piano. Does stuff outside of school with her community group, supported at the hospital to sing songs for them as well. And most people in the school would not have any idea about the pressures that she faces at home. So she's a young carer and her sister has a major disability, which she supports her mum in dealing with. And Taya steps in. Not only does she support her sister, but she also supports her little brother with the care. She's a fantastic young lady, always in the top 20 for our year group in terms of progress and attitude to learning. At one point last year, her sister was in hospital and Taya just threw herself into the musical, still performed. And again, I didn't know that until this nomination had happened, that happened to her at that point.
Done stupendously well from his beginnings. Hi, I'm Henry Hutton and I represent Froome FM, which is a community-based radio station. I first met Bruno when I was working as a support worker. He'd had a diagnosis of Asperger's and autism. He was a very, very shy young man, low self-esteem. Ultimately, we had some sessions where I taught him a few guitar chords and we would make up some songs, and his confidence just grew and went through the roof. And now he's able to stand on stage, and not just stand on stage, but to perform out of his skin. I mean, he's amazing. He's going to Spain with a backing group from a group called Judah, who are well known on what's called glam rock, because he is making so many friends amongst performers and in the industry. I've nominated Bruno because of the way he's moved on and the bravery he's shown. He's such an amazing young man, and he's taken every opportunity given to him and he's made something of it.
What's up, it's JC Stewart here, and I have got the amazing honour of announcing the winner of this year's Arts and Culture Hero Award. So, without further ado, because I know we're all waiting, the winner of this year's Arts and Culture Hero Award is Taya Elise Lowe. Congratulations.
Hey, Taya!
Oh my god, I'm so shocked.
How do you feel? How do you feel about winning?
Oh, I'm so speechless, and it's just so amazing to have been part of the whole thing with Bristol Young Heroes, and it's given me something so positive to take away from the tough year of 2020.
How do you feel about being described as an amazing role model?
My family's just going, sorry. I feel so amazing. I'm speechless. I don't know what to say.
I think you're about to be joined by your family, so I'll let you celebrate. Taya, we think you're amazing. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
2020, and our job this year has been so difficult choosing from any of the nominations. Every single one of them has been absolutely amazing, and it's been a really tough job. Congratulations to all the nominees and all of the winners. You're a genuine inspiration to us all.
Hi, I'm Peaches Golding, Her Majesty's Lord Lieutenant, the Queen's personal representative for Bristol, and I support Bristol Young Heroes Awards.
Congratulations to all the winners of the Bristol Young Heroes Awards. It's been a really challenging year for everybody, which makes your incredible achievements all the more extraordinary. So, well done. Enjoy the night. You've made yourselves proud, your families proud, and this city proud. So, I salute you. Congratulations.
Oh, weren't those messages fabulous? And they were just for all of you, our incredible young people. So before we move on to our third award of the evening, just a quick reminder that we are announcing 2 other special winners tonight. Our first is the winner of our Cabot Circus voucher prize draw, and the second is the winner of our hashtag Beauty of Bristol competition, sponsored by the fabulous JG's Beauty. So do stay tuned to find out if you've bagged yourself an early Christmas present. We now come to the third award of the evening, which is the Caring Hero Award. This award is given to a young person who has sacrificed so much to care for someone close to them. We are grateful to be joined by actor and longtime friend of the Young Heroes, Joe Sims. Let's find out more about our caring nominees.
Actually, what she's doing is really incredible.
My name's Lynn Hudson.
I'm Levi Hodge.
And we're both intervention managers for Merchants Academy. A few months ago, her mum became quite ill. Kaylee came home. Her mum didn't want her to do anything about it. Kaylee made a snap decision, I need to ring an ambulance. 30 minutes later, her mother would have been dead. Her mother's really proud of Kaylee doing that, so were we.
I think Kaylee's just an incredible young person who goes the extra mile for her family, for her friends. I think she's quite humble in doing it. She doesn't feel like she's doing anything special.
I followed Kaylee all the way through from 11 and then going into foster care. The family were going to be split up, but Kaylee stood her ground and Kaylee said, no, I'm going to go into foster care because I need to be with my 3 brothers and you need to put us in foster care together. Kaylee was very, very brave by doing that and not splitting that family up, and it was fantastic, and I'm so proud of her. She actually could bring a tear to my eye.
Instead of being a negative, she's turned it into a positive. My name's Carol Carter. I'm a Young Carers support worker for Bristol and South Gloucestershire Young Carers. So I'm nominating Holly Price. She's a young carer. We've been supporting Holly since the age of 8. So Holly cares for her older brother who has development issues. She's recently taken on a caring of her mum who's developed her own health issues. Holly has also overcome bullying within the school setting, which has, instead of being a negative, she's turned it into a positive. And she's worked with our Young Carers in Schools worker to develop a assembly, which she's written and also presented. So she was also raising awareness of disabilities as well as young carers and the issues they face.
But he always maintains positivity, which is really contagious. I'm Leah Morgan. I'm from the Young Carers Development Trust. So Callum is a carer in his family and he cares mostly for his younger siblings, as well as visiting mum in hospital, looking after the dog. He just really, really stepped up in a really massive way and put himself, as he always does, last. He's always got a smile on his face and he's always got a funny story or something to tell you, and he's always got a job. It's just like, how are you managing all of these things? So he's part of police cadets where he trains younger cadets. He's part of kind of YCDT, what we do, and also his local young carers where he tries to inspire other young carers and make them see that they can still achieve kind of their hopes and dreams. He really helps other people see that caring is like an enabler rather than an inhibitor. He's such a wonder to be around, so impressive, and we were just so bowled over by him for that. He's a real hero.
Wow. Is that me? Am I on? I can't see anything. I don't know what's happening.
If I am on, then I just want to say what an honour and a privilege it is to be here yet again at Bristol Young Heroes. Without fear of hyperbole, nothing gives me greater pride during the course of the year than coming here and seeing just how bright and exciting Bristol's future is. It's great to hear from teachers and carers and people that are nominating all these brilliant young people and all the business leaders that come together to sponsor this wonderful event, without which none of this would be possible. It's my absolute pleasure to announce the Caring Hero Award, and it's right here. And I haven't opened it as well. I've been dying to open it. I want to know who's a winner, so I don't know. Same as everybody else. So here we are. I'm going to tuck right in. Okay. And the winner of Caring Hero is Kaylee.
Hello everyone. It's Chris here from the Community of Purpose team. I'm obviously not Kaylee. Unfortunately, Kaylee's having some technical issues, so she's not able to join. Obviously, I know you'd all much rather see her than me, but I know she'd love to say a big thank you. We'll try and get her on a bit later on, but Kaylee, congratulations and well done.
What or where would you say is a hidden treasure, something that only Bristolians would know about but is worth going to?
So hidden treasure, there's so many in Bristol, but I would say the rock slide, and it's just a natural slide that over the years people sliding down it have created like a really smooth surface on the rock, and I think you're only truly Bristolian if you've been on that rock slide.
The Wallace and Gromit figures, the ones that are like by the zoo and all through Cabot Circus and stuff.
What 3 places would you take someone to who has never been to Bristol before, and why?
I would take them to see the suspension bridge, and it's beautiful. I'd take them up to the Clifton Observatory, which has got a lovely coffee shop there now, and it's just a beautiful view of the suspension bridge. I would take them down to Wapping Wharf, to Cargo, all those amazing restaurants they've got down there, especially Seven Lucky Dogs, which is a favourite of mine. I would take them to is the Downs. Because I mean, how lucky are we that we've got that beautiful green space, such a large open expanse of green.
What changes would you make to help make Bristol a better place for everyone to live?
Sorting out the potholes on Throgmorton Road in Knoll, that'd be a good start for me.
Describe the people of Bristol in just 3 words.
Very hearty people.
Bloomin' Girt Lush.
Describe Bristol in just 3 words.
Bloomin' Girt Lush? No, I can't use that again. Beautiful, fun, buzzing.
Best city ever.
Do you prefer North or South Bristol, and why?
South Bristol all day long, because that's where I'm from, basically.
Got to go for North Bristol. I grew up here as well. I do love a bit of South Bristol, don't get me wrong, but I grew up in North Bristol, so it'll always be that for me.
Oh, 2 very proud Bristolians there. I'm sure Bryony and Ellis are in really good company tonight. Speaking of Bryony, our very own Great British Bake Off star will be joining us shortly to present our next award, the Enterprise Hero. This accolade is awarded to a young person who's identified a need and used entrepreneurial approach to meet it. Let's find out more about our 3 nominees.
What could a 17-year-old bring to help me in my work? How wrong was I? Hello, my name is Chris Withers. I'm a police officer based at Bridewell Police Station. So I've nominated Tia Burrows, who I was introduced to through social services, and they felt that Tia would be a fantastic person to work with other young people. I was a little bit skeptical. What could a 17-year-old bring to help me in my work? How wrong was I? So having been introduced to Tia and immediately being blown away by her, I wanted to get her to work with me, talking to a number of young people about her life, coming from the care system, and generally just inspiring these young people, even if they've had a bad start. But she's inspiring so many young people to make a success of themselves because she's making success of herself, and she's doing some fantastic work for us.
He is representing our community. Hi, my name's Sabrina, and I'm Shania Campbell's mum.
Since she was in reception, she's been gifted and talented for art. What she noticed and what she wanted to do something about is that in like high street shops, you can't find very many diverse merchandise, like greeting cards, birthday cards, that represent like a range of ethnicities. She then did the greeting cards and she was selling them at Christmas. And since then, we've got an online shop. Her art is, you know, it represents her Somali friends, her mixed friends, her white friends, her black friends. You know, she represents everyone. It's tapping into the community, it's being part of a community, it's representing our community. Bristol's so diverse, and to keep up the representation matters, to keep up with, you know, empowering women, young black women. Really important that she's doing it from a young age. I think it's really inspiring that she's doing it from a young age. And again, I feel like this is only the beginning for my girl.
We raised about £3,500. My name's Samuel Hill and I'm part of the Walk to Wembley team. So me, Maren and Fred, we all went to the same primary school, all lived in the same village. We used to do everything together. We used to like play for the same football team, always used to hang out with each other. And we just sat down one day and we wanted to do something for charity. So we decided to walk to Wembley Stadium from Bristol for Cancer Research UK. It took about 4.5 days and we raised about £3,500 in the end. Throughout the walk, the perseverance and how the team didn't ever give up really showed how hard they put into this and the effort they put into the walk. I think raising as much money as we did for the walk was great in itself, but then hearing that they got nominated for the Young Bristol Hero Awards made it just that little bit better for them.
Over to you, Bryony.
Hi! Well done, everyone who's been nominated and shortlisted. This is really exciting. So here's the envelope. Are you ready? I can open it. Here we go. So the winner of the Enterprise Hero Award is Tia Burrows. Well done! Congratulations.
Hello, Tia. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thanks. Oh my God, I'm so shocked.
How does it feel to win the award?
I didn't expect it at all. I did not expect it. So yeah, really happy, really happy.
Ah, and why do you do what you do? Why is it important to you?
I love people. I've always wanted to help people. Obviously, I didn't have the easiest childhood myself, so I've always wanted to be there for people and be able to make a difference in their lives, in the community. So, yeah.
Well, congratulations. We think you are amazing.
Thank you.
Hi, my name's Chris and I'm part of the team at Community of Purpose. I just wanted to start off by saying thank you for joining us for such a special occasion and to say we really hope that you're having a great evening. You've probably already seen by now that there are so many young people in this city who are deserving of the sort of recognition that they're getting tonight. But the truth is, there are actually hundreds, maybe even thousands more young people like the ones we're celebrating tonight who deserve the same sort of recognition, and we truly believe it's important for them and the city that they get that. Young people who have overcome adversity, challenges and trials to do something great in fields such as sport or learning, or young people who have given that extra bit of energy to help in areas such as volunteering or environmentalism. They need their stories to be told. The city needs to hear them. So this really is just a simple call to action. If you know a young person aged between 11 and 19 who's done something significant or worth recognising over the last year, especially during this year of COVID-19, then please consider nominating them for an award. It's really simple to do. Our nominations will be opening on the 1st of February 2021, so you've got a couple of months to think about it, and it will be as simple as going to www.communityofpurpose.com and making your nomination. We're also going to be hosting a nominations launch on the morning of the 1st of February, and there'll be lots more information on that to come. But for now, sit back, enjoy your evening, and just start thinking about that one young person, maybe even those 2 or 3 young people who have made a difference to you, to their families, to their communities, or to the city, because we'd love to hear about them and we'd love to tell their stories. Thank you.
Hi everyone, it's Chris again. Here to interview another young superstar. I'm with Maya Rose Craig, otherwise known as Bird Girl. She'll tell you more about that in a moment. Hello Maya, how you doing?
I'm great, thank you for having me.
Good, no, it's great to have you. So let's get straight to it. You're involved in loads of environmental campaigning. Could you just start off by telling us a little bit about what you're doing and the sort of difference you're trying to make?
Yeah, so I'm actually going in a lot of different directions at the moment. I do a lot of climate campaigning. People from Bristol might have seen me in February when Greta came. I do a lot of environmental campaigning, but my biggest and most long-term campaign has been all about diversity in the types of people going outdoors and the types of people in the environmental movement. Which is a grassroots project with my organisation Black to Nature, and it's all about making sure that minority ethnic communities, especially in the Bristol area, are having that opportunity to go out and experience the nature and the environment in green spaces, which I personally think is so important. And I've been doing that since about 2015 now, which is very exciting.
Cool. So what age were you when you started all that back in 2015?
I was 13, which is a bit crazy now. But it's become like a very politicized campaign, just as I found out more and more information about it. But I absolutely think that when I first started running these nature camps down in Somerset, it was all about, like, I'm someone who's always had a very strong relationship with nature. I've always loved going outdoors. I really loved birds when I was a kid, which is why I'm called Bird Girl. And I think I found it so upsetting, especially as someone who is like half Bangladeshi, that other people just weren't experiencing that. Like, that wasn't a part of their life. And I really wanted to do something to combat that, which is why I started doing it all when I was quite young, relatively.
Yeah, amazing. That's awesome. So on that note, why do you think it's so important for young people to get involved in environmentalism and getting out there into nature and talking about climate change?
Yeah, I mean, in every situation, I think it's so important that young people go out of their way to assert themselves and make sure their voices are heard, especially just because I feel like there's always, I suppose, this feeling that young people's voices don't matter, that they aren't as significant as people that are older or with arguably more experience, even though personally I think it makes far more sense that they're the most important voices, because when we're talking about things like environmental issues or climate change, it's their futures that are on the line, and it's their futures that are being decided. And I think for me, as someone who's been involved in the environmental movement for a relatively long time compared to a lot of people my age, I think it was so exciting to suddenly see like a burst of young people who suddenly knew about these issues and cared about these issues and were willing to, I don't know, go and protest and miss school and go on marches and, you know, all that sort of thing to show that they cared. And that was so exciting for me.
Yeah, brilliant. That's amazing. And so finally, people may not know, but you were nominated for a Bristol Young Heroes Awards back in 2016, so to recognise what you were doing. Could you just tell us a little bit about how that being involved in this process has helped in terms of what you've done in the 4 years since?
Yeah, I actually remember, I think I was about 14 at the time, and it was so exciting because I was doing all of this work all the time and like campaigning loads, and it was quite like negative for the most part. And so for me it was so exciting to have like a really positive acknowledgement of all the work I was doing. And I think for me that was incredibly inspirational, just because I was quite young at the time as well. And I think just in general, for any young person, having people back you up and say you're doing the right thing, you should carry on, is always so important, even if it doesn't seem it at the time. And I really think it was from that period onwards where I really started, I guess, getting stuck into the work I was doing and really committing myself to it.
So if you're watching tonight thinking, well, I know a young person who's deserving of an award like this, and there are so many young people in our city who do amazing stuff, then keep your eyes peeled to Community of Purpose at the beginning of 2021, as we're on the lookout for the next set of inspiring young heroes. Okay, We're now ready to reveal the winner of the award, which Maya Rose Craig was herself nominated for back in 2016, the Environmental Hero Award. This award recognises a young person who has contributed or coordinated an effort which has had a positive impact on the environment. We're grateful to be joined by award-winning environmentalist and author Natalie Fee. But before we meet her, let's find out more about our 3 nominees.
I want to show how proud I am of her doing something like this. Hi, I'm Debbie Tyler and I'm Charlotte Hayter's mum. Charlotte's quite a quiet person at school. She's very conscientious. She wants to be able to do more with the society and the social aspect of her life. Decided on the way home from school to do some litter picking. I had no idea she was doing this until my mum once told me that she was late home from school because she'd been out litter picking with her friends. Because she's a member of the school council, suggested it as something they could do as a school together, and from there they take it in turns to litter pick around the school. I want to show how proud I am of her doing something like this, and that she should be proud, and doing more of this and showing other people what she's doing will hopefully help her later on in life.
An all-round general litter and recycling hero to us. My name is Emma Williams and I'm the Marketing and Campaigns Manager at Bristol Waste Company. And we first came across Elvie on Radio Bristol, and it was about this young boy that just found himself down by the harbour and was so incensed by the fact that people were littering and dropping things, and that was going in our rivers and going into the harbour side, that he wanted to do something about it. So without a group, without doing anything, he just decided to start litter picking. He has inspired loads of others to get involved, and he's just gone from strength to strength, really. Elvie then has come to us and asked about how we get people recycling more in the cities. Elvie is really special. I know he's overcome some challenges in his life, and I'm sure he doesn't want me to witter on about them. He's just an amazing person that actually wants to do something. So he's just an all-round general litter and recycling hero to us.
And Oscar just wants to bring that back and share that within school. Hello, I'm Louise Arnold and I am from Cottam School. I've nominated Oscar for this award because he is passionate about the environment, gives up his time in school, both at break and lunch times, to be involved in the activities. He really wants to make a difference to Cottam and to the students and to the staff. Always got brilliant suggestions about how we can move forward with different environmental changes at school. More than anything, he is happy to lead on these changes. He's very passionate at home about his recycling, both within his family and his grandparents. They're all very, very active around that, and Oscar just wants to bring that back and share that within the school and show other students the small changes we can make to make a difference at Cottam.
Natalie, over to you.
Let's unmute. Not just get that bit right. Thank you, Emma. And hello to everybody watching, and thank you so much for inviting me to have the absolute honour of giving the Environmental Hero Award this evening. So yeah, I'm the founder of City to Sea, and I set City to Sea up back in 2015 to stop plastic pollution from getting into places like Bristol Harbour and the River Avon, and that ended up scaling up to become an award-winning international company. And I think it just it heartens me so much that all 3 of our young heroes here tonight for this particular award have started off with that kind of passion and leadership and are just taking action. And I made a vow sort of to myself last year that whenever I had an audience or a platform, I just take that moment to remind ourselves of the scale of the environmental crisis that we're facing. Just in my lifetime, we've lost half the world's wildlife. And that's just such a scary statistic. And I know for me personally, I'm dedicated to stopping that from carrying on and creating the kind of world where you guys can all grow up and have plenty of wildlife to enjoy for your generation and future generations to come. So thank you, all of you. You're all heroes to me. Obviously, we can just choose one this evening, so I shall get to my award. I wish everybody from here on to have a wonderful evening and be really, really proud of the great work that you're all doing. The winner of the Environmental Hero Award is Elvie Stone. Congratulations, Elvie. Well done, all of you.
Congratulations, Elvie.
Jeez, I didn't know it was going to get this far.
How does it feel to be recognised for all the work that you've done?
It was great. It was amazing.
And you've got someone like Natalie Fee, who has, you know, is so passionate about the environment, saying that you are brilliant. What's that like?
It's pretty overwhelming, to be honest.
Yeah, I can imagine. And for you, can you sum up why taking care of the environment is so important to you?
It just feels really great to just do something really positive that helps the world.
Well, we think you are brilliant. Congratulations, Elvie.
Thank you very much.
Hi, it's Tommy Rowe here from Bristol City Football Club. I just want to wish all the young people all the best for tonight's awards. You should all be very proud. You've done immensely great things to get here. Congratulations, guys.
Hi everyone, this is Eleanor Tomlinson. I just wanted to send a quick message of congratulations to everyone that has been nominated for the Bristol Young Heroes Awards. How fantastic. Bristol is my favourite city. I absolutely love it. It's so creative and vibrant and kind and active, and so it's therefore so important that we acknowledge those people that have contributed to that. So thank you so much. You are all heroes to me, but I wish you the very best of luck and have the best evening.
Hi guys, it's Ikram Abdi. I just want to say congratulations to those who have made it so far to this final. Congratulations to the nominees and enjoy your night. Woo!
Okay, before we move on to our next award, a reminder to make sure you get involved in the Young Heroes conversation on social media. Use hashtag BY... Oh, I knew I'd do that. BYHA2020. I've got it. And tag @comofpurpose into all of your posts. Let's make sure that we make as much noise as we can about these amazing young people. And on that note, let's move on to our Learning Hero Award category. It recognises a young person who has overcome the odds to achieve educational success. We're delighted to be joined by another long-time friend of the Young Heroes, former Bristol Poet Laureate Miles Chambers. Let's find out about our 3 Learning Hero nominees.
She was just brilliant, absolutely inspirational to everybody. So I'm Laura Gran and I'm a youth worker from Youth Moves. I met Rowanna on the first week of an NCS programme. She joined us midweek because she was having a final part of chemotherapy as she was diagnosed halfway through her GCSEs with Hodgkin's lymphoma. As a 16-year-old going through such a big diagnosis, I couldn't imagine being able to handle that myself, let alone being so young, going through GCSEs. She was just brilliant, absolutely inspirational to everybody. Rowanna definitely deserves this award for her bravery in such a big thing in her life. And she deserves everything that she's achieving right now and more.
Despite everything he was going through, he never gave up. Hi, I'm George Saunders and I am a youth worker at Youth Moves. So when I first started working with Frank, he was getting into trouble in the community. School was going really bad for him. He was at risk of being permanently excluded in the school. We started working with him one-to-one, and over time, Frank started accessing our youth club. He became a really valuable member. Home life's much better, school life's improving, and he's in a much better place. The reason why I'm really, really proud of Frank is how he's always overcome challenges in his life. Of all the young people I work with, he's one of the most hard-working young people. He just keeps pushing on and keeps pushing on, and it motivates me in my job and makes me realise that there's people out there that they can go through so many obstacles in life, but they'll just keep going and then they find the light at the end of the tunnel. So that's what inspires me.
She is, when you get to meet her, she's such a bubbly, lovely character.
My name's Candice Davis. I'm a senior youth worker and I work for Youth Moves.
Shay hasn't had the most easiest of lives. You know, the challenges she faced in her life, she struggled in school. She started not to attend. She's had bullying issues, which has made her feel more isolated, and she was put in an alternative provision. She wasn't able to take her GCSEs. But from that, she still attended groups of Youth Moves. She went to open access sessions, young leaders, which she was amazing at. Following on to that, she went to college. She had to move away from home, resulted in her having to leave the course. She signed up to a new course and is still retaking all of her GCSEs. So no matter what happens within her life and the challenges that she faces, she manages to stay in education and keep fighting through all the challenges.
Oh, our incredible nominees for our Learning Hero Award. I'm so inspired by everyone that's nominated tonight. I don't know about you, but they give me such hope for the future of our city and for our generation of young people as well. Still to come this evening, we have our Superhero Award. That recognises a young person who's shown courage and hope. And also, of course, we will be joined by a European gold and Olympic bronze medalist who'll be presenting an award. Now, let's find out who has the winner of our Learning Hero Award.
Hello guys, it's me again. Just have a Miles is actually in the room. He's just joined. So why don't we hand over to Miles to do the honours?
There he
Miles,
is.
Get onto unmute if you can, and then you go for it.
All right, hi. I'm Miles Chambers. I know I've already been introduced. The poet says, Bristol, the city that was built on the bricks of heroic hardship. Bristol, the place of dreams, the place of possibilities, the place of creative aspirations, culture, commerce, and its own selective music. And this city is full of creativity. It's full of creative people with creative ideas and ingenuity. And I'm really honored to be able to be here today to present this award to the winner.
So, Miles, who has won our Learning Hero Award?
You want me to do it now?
Yes, please.
Yeah. Okay, I've got the envelope here. Oh, God, get lost. Right, so open it now, yeah?
Yes,
right.
please.
Yes, please. Open it now, Miles. Okay. My glasses. I'm getting old. I'm sorry. Let's have a look. Have a look. Okay. And the winner of the Learning Hero Award is Cheyenne Hudson.
Hello.
Hello, Cheyenne. Well done.
Fortunately, Shay Ann can't be here today.
Ah.
I know, but she's done so well. She thoroughly deserves it. All of us at Youth Moves are so proud of her. And she'll be really pleased to hear she won that. All right?
Oh, well, thank you so much. And tell her that we think she's brilliant and many congratulations.
Of course.
Woo! Thank you. Congratulations to Cheyenne.
Brilliant.
Excellent. You say happiness exists, but you're not sure where it goes. And you don't know how you feel, but you're getting real close. Keeping me in the dark, but it won't be long. She says I won't like it, but I just gotta hold on. She says, cause I'm done with all this silence, rushing roulette romances. One slip or I could light it. Just tell me this is like plus. Yeah. Cause I need you to hate me, baby, in the worst way. Oh. I need you to hate me, say it to my face, I'll go. Yeah, oh, say something. And oh, say something. Now I'm talking to myself cause I miss your ringtone. And you say you're still around, but I'm done and I need to know. You're keeping me in the dark, but it won't be long. She says I won't like it, but I just gotta hold on. Oh, she says, yeah, cause I'm done with all this silence, Russian roulette romances. One slip or I could light it. Just tell me this is like love. Yeah. Cause I need you to hate me, baby, in the worst way. Oh. Yeah, I need you to hate me. Say it to my face, I'll go. Yeah, I need you to hate me, baby, in the worst way. Oh. Yeah. I need you to hate me, say it to my face, I'll go on. Whoa, say something. And oh, say something.
That was the fabulous Lauren Filer, a world-renowned hip-hop dancer, taking a break from dancing on stage with the likes of Pharrell Williams to be with us to present our Sporting Hero Award. This award recognises a young person who has overcome challenges to excel in one or even multiple sporting disciplines. Let's find out a little bit more about our 3 nominees.
So it's almost like I've replaced myself by bringing along a future young leader. My name is Delroy Hibbert. I'm a volunteer with Full Circle and Felix Road Adventure Playground. So Salah really enjoys his sport and he really enjoys working with young people, and he's brought both those qualities to the youth provision that he's been volunteering at. He's great at getting kids together, organising games. You'll always hear a lot of laughing and, shouting. He is their role model because he was one of those kids. He comes from the same area. He is now encouraging the young people in the same way that he was encouraged himself a few years ago. And it's been a fantastic journey watching him develop and grow. He's going to take that forward in the future. And I think he'll be one of the leaders in Bristol in the next 10 to 20 years.
Very big achievement for a 14-year-old. My name's Lisa Gunson. I'm the Outdoor Activity Coordinator for Young Bristol. I nominated Archie. He's been a member of the Kayak Club for 2 years now. He's quite quiet, but has learnt the skills really well, and he also encourages other young people within the club, and he'll just talk to them nicely and maybe really friendly with people. He also took part in the 100-mile canoe test, which is over 4 days. He sort of has some kind of inner strength to achieve this.
He told me when I set my mind to something, I achieve it, and that's just a world away from the person I first met. My name is Sharon Gaush, and I'm a mental health youth worker at Empire Fighting Chance. So I am Matt's boxing coach. I've never met a young person who's as receptive to advice and motivated to improve as Matt. 2 years ago, he wasn't really attending school regularly. He had mental health struggles, really low on his self-esteem. And now he's preparing for his first fight. He's applied to college. His attendance at school is up to 100% this past semester. He's up for awards at schools. He's volunteered in the junior boxing classes. So he's mentored some of the other young people in the charity. Near the end of the 20 weeks, he told me that he'd been going home every week and teaching his younger brother everything he learned. And he could box as well as Matt could. Have you not told me about this before? But yeah, he's just so remarkable, and he's just completely changed into this whole new person. And he told me when I set my mind to something, I achieve it, and that's just a world away from the person I first met.
Lauren, over to you to announce the winner.
Oh, hello, thank you. So I'm so proud to be announcing the winner for the Sporting Hero in Bristol. This is something that's close to my heart. I've been involved in sport and dance, break dance, my whole life, and being able to pass it on to others means the world. And seeing that these 3 young nominees are doing that at such a young age and working really hard on themselves as well as helping others through sport and dance is just amazing. So thank you for having me be part of this. I'd just like to wish the nominees good luck and also wish everyone a really good night and enjoy yourselves. Without further ado, I'm about to open this. I haven't done it yet. I wanted to wait for you guys and do it with you so I can be as excited. So, are we ready? The hero, the Young Sporting Hero Award goes to Matt Maher, or Mayer. Well done, Matt. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Hey, Matt, how do you feel about being our sporting hero?
Oh, I'm excited. I'm really happy.
Now, Sharon said how much you've changed over the last couple of years. Do you see that in yourself? Have you grown and developed?
Yeah, I have. I'm a lot happier now. I feel a lot better myself, a lot more confident. And yeah.
And what would you say to other young people who might find themselves where you were a few years ago? What words of encouragement can you give them?
Just never give up, really. Keep going, keep working on yourself, stay positive as you can. Just if something if you want to improve, just set little goals, keep working towards them, and you'll eventually reach where you want to be.
Well, congratulations, Matt. We're so proud of you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Me and Grace both have our birthdays in March, one day apart. In 2019, we had a table tennis tournament in the basement of a local cafe. In 2020, we had planned to do the same. Looking back on it now, that feels insane. Yet I already can't wait to be back in that sweaty room once again. Turns out a lot can happen in a year. Those most affected wasn't always those you expected. Not an ideal climate to be a Jehovah's Witness. Great time to be Joe Wicks. Choosing a career in live performance poetry feels like something of a risk, but that was true long before we'd heard of COVID. I colour coordinated my bookshelves into rainbows on week 1. Sorted by category of fiction, non-fiction, poetry, and big. Didn't realise I was investing in 9 months of future Zoom backgrounds. Just at the time, it felt like something I could control in a world I felt like I couldn't. Straight off the bat, smashed some lockdown cliches at the park. Started making bread. Started a podcast. Wrote a poem about my bread. Performed it on my podcast. Bought myself a new toilet seat. Bought myself a keytar. One I have used every day. The other is a keytar. We felt the power dynamic shift with delivery drivers. It went from, sorry we missed you, to sorry you're stuck at home, there's no way we could possibly miss you, to sorry there's no time to knock, I'll just leave it in the street, to sorry you felt like you needed to buy a keytar. Our neighbours 2 doors down, 1 week bought Domino's 2 for Tuesday. WhatsApped us to ask if we wanted any leftover margarita. The next week, we returned the favour. It became 2 pizzas, 2 households apart for the price of 1. The following week, they didn't fancy pizza, but we had committed to the tradition. So it became 2 pizzas, 0 households apart, and it still felt like a result. We kept on finding ways of being kept apart together to stop us from falling apart altogether. Our recycling started getting collected for the first time. I don't know if that was pandemic related, but it was genuinely thrilling. I found myself holding my breath when walking past other people in the street. Found myself holding my breath when refreshing vaccine news feeds on repeat. Found myself flinching when I saw people holding hands on TV. I went to a socially distanced wedding in an outfit with a coordinated face mask. I'm not sure I would have understood that sentence a year ago. I am sure that I looked incredible, and that no amount of masks should hide how much everyone smiled, and that not a single eye was dry as chairs came down the aisle. There were days when I couldn't answer the simple question, how are you? There were days when it felt like my whole world was accidentally stuck on mute. When you'd feel bad if you weren't feeling bad, then you'd feel bad if you were. You would constantly remind yourself that others had it worse, and yet you're still allowed to be upset. You still can't see your friends. You still can't do the thing you love. You're still not sure when this might end. I was asked to write something looking back on lockdown. Since I started writing it, we have all gone back into lockdown. I think I'm doing better this time around. This is not yet some weird memory we can all look back on fondly, but we are getting there. I'm not sure if I'll be in a sweaty basement in March 2021, but we will find a way to celebrate together before long. Turns out a lot can happen in a year.
Thank you, Harry. Does anyone else feel like Harry just summed up their 2020? We've had so many fabulous performances this evening. Thank you to everyone who supported the Bristol Young Heroes Awards. Now on to the last of our regular awards for our wonderful young people, the Superhero Award. This award recognises a young person who has shown extraordinary courage and hope in the face of huge challenges. The award is aptly presented this evening by Jamie McDonald, aka Adventure Man, who smashed all kinds of endurance records on bike, foot and much more. But before we meet Jamie, let's meet our 3 nominees.
Tegan is an inspiration. She's clearly a very smart young woman in any given situation. My name is Emily, and I first met Tegan when I was working with her mum for a children's charity, and Tegan was studying for her final year of A-levels. Tegan is a dressage horse rider, an activist, a TEDx speaker, a vlogger, and she also has her sights firmly set on the Paralympics 2024 and competing. Tegan was also diagnosed with quadriplegic cerebral palsy at birth and has dystonia. Tegan talks about living with her disability with wit and grace, and while life has its challenges for her, she continues to strive and thrive everything she turns her hand to. I know that she has continued to inspire me and so many others of us who've been fortunate enough to hear her speak, watch her ride and follow her posts on social media. She is one to watch.
He is really positive, he is really engaging, and he inspires other young people. I'm Janice Clifford and I'm Senior Youth Worker at Youth Moves. I've nominated Elliot for the superhero category. He's a young man that has been through so much emotional, personal, physical and mental struggles in his life so far, and even through all of that he's still giving up his time and thinking of other young people who's going through similar issues and trying to work out ways how he can support them. He comes along to volunteer at Youth Moves every week. To see him come in and be so positive, still wanting to help other people, he doesn't just inspire me as a youth worker, but I think he inspires a lot of young people. I would just like to end with saying to Elliot specifically that we think you are a superhero, and whatever happens tonight, you are a winner, and good luck, and be proud.
She's still bringing life and joy into the world. So I'm Matt Caddick and I'm part of the team at Counterslip Baptist Church. So I first met Becca through being the youth worker at Counterslip, and she used to come along to some of the youth gatherings that we had there. And over time, she was able to come to less and less of those. And speaking to her and her parents, I discovered that she had a condition called FND, which affects various parts of her body. At one point, she actually lost control of her jaw, so that made eating and communicating with people really, really difficult. More recently, she's also now been diagnosed as having ME as well, which just leaves her exhausted all of the time. Despite all of that, has constantly kind of tried to get to school when she could. She used to be involved in running a lunchtime club there, and so she used all her energy and effort to get there, to get alongside them. And she's also heavily involved in St John Ambulance, where she's a volunteer leader. Despite all that she's going through, she's still just this upbeat, loving, friendly kind of young person who just longs to get alongside other people. She's still bringing life and joy into the world, and that really inspires me.
Thank you, Emma. So, the moment we've all been waiting for. Before I reveal the Superhero Award, I just want to say well done to every single person tonight, and I hope you are having a brilliant, brilliant night. Right, here we go. I'm about to reveal. Do we have a drum roll? We need a drum roll, don't we? The Superhero Award goes to Elliot Carr. Well done, Elliot. You truly are a superhero.
It's coming.
Hey, Elliot, you okay? How are you feeling?
A bit overwhelmed, to be honest.
Do you feel like a superhero?
Yeah.
Fair play to you. Fair play to you. You've got your own cheer gang as well. Is there anything you would like to say about Youth Moves, Elliot?
Since I ever started basically coming, they've just been so inspirational to me, and they've helped me through a lot. It's just, they are just amazing in general.
Well, we think you are amazing too. Congratulations, Elliot.
Thank you.
Who are you? Who do you want to be? Ample, able, auspicious in the face of adversity? Well, let me add to this verse of prose as the narrative begins to change. We will set this world ablaze with all the joy, delights and talents we have to offer this world. seekers of truth, guiding lights, immovable forces, all I see in my community. A community of champions. The power of youth. The power of you. Truth seekers, freedom shakers, in a land of far cry from what you were promised. Listening, christening, a new way to humanize. Together we rise. But as the wind rushes and the air of austerity begins to change, you remain the only thing strong and stable. Who are you? Who do you want to be? Well, I see you. You are seen and an extraordinary being.
Hi, it's Dean Holden, the Bristol City head coach, and on behalf of myself and everyone at the football club, I just want to congratulate all you young people for making the finals of the awards. It's an incredible achievement. Keep it going, we wish you well.
Hi, I'm Becky Hill, and I'm delighted to say a few words about this incredible charity and the young people that are involved with it. Bristol Young Heroes Awards is all about putting the spotlight on you, brave young people who sacrifice so much to give. Your support and love doesn't go unnoticed. From me and countless others, thank you and congratulations on making the finals of the Bristol Young Heroes Awards. You are amazing.
Hi Bristol Young Heroes nominees, it's Amy Willison here, and I just wanted to say a huge congratulations to all of you for being shortlisted for the Bristol Young Heroes Awards. I wish you all the best of luck for the night, and I hope that you have an amazing evening. You all deserve it so much, so good luck and enjoy yourselves.
Hi everyone, it's John from Idols here. Seeing organisations such as this one celebrating and encouraging the youth to work together with our communities is truly a beautiful thing, and it makes me incredibly proud of my city. You are all an inspiration, and I thank you for helping to continue the work for a better Bristol. Much love.
All of those incredible messages are for you, our young people. We're getting near the closing stages of the evening, but please do stay with us because there are still 3 big awards to give out, including the overall Young Hero Award. 2 prizes to be announced, as well as a couple more brilliant performances. Don't forget, celebrate the event on socials. I'll see if I can get the hashtag right this time. Hashtag BYHA2020. And make sure you tag @Com of Purpose for Community of Purpose. Let's move on to a new award now for 2020, the Team of Heroes Award. This recognises and celebrates a group of people who work selflessly and tirelessly to help young people become the best versions of themselves. We are honoured to be joined by Emily Diamond, one of the incredible 4x400 metre relay team who won European gold and Olympic bronze in 2016. Before we meet Emily, let's meet our teams.
I have seen the success, I've heard the success stories. It's just inspiring what they do. Youth Moves is an organisation that works in South Bristol for the young people of Young Bristol. And they're a very professional group, they're a very dedicated group, full of passion, full of fun, and very keen to see that young people get the best that they should get. It's very much a case of no young person is left behind, and that if a young person walks through the doors and needs help from them, then they are there with them. The team work with a number of projects with the young people, encourage young people to do fundraising and to think of ideas for themselves. So they allow the young people to come up with their own ideas and work from their experience rather than imposing. So I think Youth Moves should very definitely win the award because they are brilliant at what they do. And I have seen what takes place in and around the area and with the young people.
The work that Young Bristol inspires me daily. Hi, my name's Lee Williams. I'm the Chief Executive of Young Bristol. Young Bristol is all about young people, so we take a lot of time in consulting them, engaging them, and ensuring that young people are put first and centre in everything that we do. We operate across the city, so we're city-wide. This year we're on to have in excess of 20,000 contacts with young people through a variety of programmes which include our community youth clubs, outdoor activities, mobile provision, creative arts, plus the other range of programmes we deliver, which is absolutely brilliant. The work that Young Bristol does inspires me daily. We're very fortunate to have a real passionate team of people.
Probably one of the best moments to actually go out with that team of volunteers. I am Naseem Talukdar. I'm the founder and the trustee for Feed the Homeless Bristol. A random group of people came together to form this charity. That charity has become like a family. Everyone from every age, from every background, every kind of accent, every kind of recipes you get, it tells us that our differences makes us really stronger and more united. We provide home-cooked meals. So these meals are cooked in a family environment with love and care, and that's what we deliver as you would have feed a fellow member of the family. We always have the saying, what we eat is what we distribute, what we wear is what we give. So it elevates the sender and the receiver on the same level. Probably one of the best moments to actually go out with that team of volunteers and share some of the blessings. And that's what Feed the Homeless is about. It's about sharing what we have today in our table with someone down the street who might not be fortunate today.
Oh, thank you for joining us, Emily. Over to you.
Hi, everyone. I think that's my cue. It's so amazing to be here as part of the Bristol Young Heroes Awards this evening, albeit virtually rather than in person. But congratulations and good luck to all the nominees. And without further ado, I've got my winner's envelope here, which I've resisted opening for the last couple of weeks. So I'll open it now and announce the winner. So the winner of the Team of Heroes Award is Youth Moves.
Hello, Youth Moves. Hello, everyone at Youth Moves.
Hello.
Hi. Congratulations. You are our team of heroes.
Thank you. That's amazing. Yeah, in a year of heroes, a team of heroes is fantastic.
So why do you think Youth Moves has that special ingredient that really manages to connect with young people?
Amazing staff who go above and beyond, who just put in the time and effort, who understand the young people and are prepared to go that extra mile for them, Emma.
And what do you think the young people will make of you guys receiving the award?
Hopefully they're pleased. I mean, we're obviously really pleased to have a couple of winners already tonight, and yeah, it's about them, but it's also nice to be able to celebrate for the team, for them to get the recognition. I think is also great. So hopefully the young people will celebrate that with us when we get back in 2021.
Now you've been quite noisy tonight, so I'll let you finish. Let's make some noise, Youth Moves. Woo! Congratulations. We have now come to our penultimate award, which is a really important one. It's the High Sheriff's Award. This award is given out every year to an individual who's made a significant contribution to young people in the city. Now, we've done our very best to keep the identity of the winner a secret up until now, and shortly we'll be joined by the High Sheriff, John Manley. Thank you for being with us tonight for the Bristol Young Heroes Awards 2020, virtually for the first time in its 7-year history. But there was no way we were going to let 2020 pass without celebrating our amazing young people in the city. And remember, Bristol Young Heroes Awards 2021 will be back. So make sure that the 1st of February next year, you are looking out for details of how you can nominate a young person for next year's awards. 2020 has been such a difficult year, hasn't it? So isn't it amazing that we've been able to come together to do this evening? And all of you are absolute superstars. So thank you so much for being a part of this very special event. I can now welcome the High Sheriff, John Manley, who will reveal the winner of the High Sheriff's Award. Hi, John. Oh, don't forget to take yourself off mute. There you are.
Here I am. So, very good evening. I'm John Manley. I'm the High Sheriff of Bristol for 1 year. And I stand in a line of sheriffs and high sheriffs of Bristol dating back to 1373. So this High Sheriff's Award is made to someone who's shown considerable dedication to youth services in the city. We recognise individuals who have tirelessly and selflessly given service to young people, and in doing so have changed their lives now and into the future. So I'm personally delighted to make this year's award to David Glossop, whose dedication reflects perfectly the reason for why this award exists.
Well, I think I've got a deep-seated motivation to work with the kind of young people that are failing. I was fortunate enough to go to a grammar school and on to university. Some of my friends didn't take that route and couldn't take that route. And I think I've always been the sort of young person, I'm not so young now, I know, kind of person that wants to get involved and wants to give support and learn. It's not just about me teaching other people, it's me learning about them. And that's what I find so fascinating, really. Some people who you think, have got nothing to share, nothing to give, it's far from it. They have got so much to give. It's quite interesting when this job came along, is that I was just recovering from having testicular cancer, which is pretty devastating for me. I went through all the usual, the chemotherapy, the radiotherapy, the surgery, and it was time to sort of think, what am I doing with my life? I stuck with the project, and I guess what I found was so important is that I saw a change. I saw an impact on young people that have been failing in education and employment, coming to our project that we could engage them in and support them to develop skills for getting a job. Well, this award came as a bit of a surprise. I feel tremendously honoured, but really, I've got to acknowledge really, because I'm no one and nothing without a team around me. It's all about a team effort to get the results, working with the young people and giving them hope and opportunities for their future. So thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
Hello, David. Good evening and many, many congratulations to you.
No, thank you. Thank you very much. I feel amazingly honoured by the award that I've received, and thank you very much to the High Sheriff for the consideration, at least. And I'm really not quite sure what to say. It is Christmas. It is Christmas, and my girls will be watching the Polar Express as usual. And I think the one big thing about that particular film is it's all about belief. And I think with young people, if we can give them that belief, that sense of belief, I think they're going to be able to achieve so much. And that's been evidenced by these fantastic young people that have appeared on the show tonight. It's been truly inspirational. And thank you very much.
David Glossop, thank you. The winner of the High Sheriff's Award. We are moments away now from revealing the overall Bristol Young Hero for 2020. Our judges have selected this special young person on the basis of having represented the values of the Young Heroes Awards, that extra amount. Of course, it goes without saying that all of our nominees, every single one of you, are winners tonight, and you deserve every bit of praise that's come and will come your way. Before we announce the winner, we have two other important winners to announce. The winner of our Cabot Circus voucher prize draw and the winner of our JG's Beauty of Bristol competition. I'm pleased to announce that the winner of a £100 Cabot Circus voucher is David Redgewell. So well done, David. The winner of our Beauty of Bristol photography competition is, should I have a little drum roll at home, please, if you can. You put down the pizza for a moment. The winner of our Beauty of Bristol photography competition is Laura Hewlett. Congratulations to you both. Your prizes will be whizzing their way to you in due course. We are now at the point of finding out of the overall Young Hero 2020. Now, before we do that this evening, we did have one award a little earlier that we were unable to talk to the winner, and that was the recipient of the Caring Hero Award. Now, we think we might have the winner back with us now. We're going to try and see if we can connect to them. It's the amazing Kaylee, so we're just going to see if we can get hold of Kaylee so that she can have her moment in the spotlight. So Kaylee, we hope to be with you very shortly, because then we will be handing over to our main event sponsor to announce the winner of the overall Young Hero 2020. Have you shared anything on social media yet? Use the hashtag BYHA2020 and make sure you tag in Community of Purpose. And if you don't have time tonight, tomorrow, look up the hashtag, scroll through all of the amazing messages for our young people, because we really do want them to just enjoy the spotlight for this very, very special moment. Unfortunately, we haven't been able to connect to Kaylee, but Kaylee, if you are able to listen, thank you for everything you've done. You are our caring hero. So, I am now delighted to be joined by Stephen Cowan, Vice President of GKN Aerospace, our main event sponsor, who will be sharing a few words before revealing the winner of the overall Young Hero 2020.
Thanks, Emma. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, thank you, Stephen. Good evening.
Good evening, everybody. And so Mayor Rees, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, good evening. And I hope you've had a very enjoyable evening like I've had listening to the presentation so far. So as Emma said, my name's Stephen Cowan. I'm Vice President of Technology at GKN Aerospace. I'm based at Bristol at Filton site. And I'm very honoured. And as Joe Sims said, I'm super excited, but unfortunately I can't do it in the Bristolian accent just yet. So, but I am really excited to be here. This is my fourth time presenting the Bristol Young Hero Awards. On behalf of GKN Aerospace, who, if you don't know, are a 261-year-old company who have a long history in Bristol, the community, and in the ecosystem around our company as well. The recent events have caused business and personal tragedy that have touched each and every one of us in one way or another. However, it's important to continue to give people hope and remind them that they have what it takes during difficult times like this. We obviously had to reschedule the planned event from the 1st of May earlier this year to tonight, but we did have the opportunity to meet a lot of the nominees at the nominees reception back in the 3rd of February at the City Hall earlier this year. But in a sort of in a strange way, I'm glad it was postponed, because at the end of a very, very difficult year, and it's events like this that lift our spirits. And you know, I personally want to draw a line under 2020, probably like many of you do. So I think, you know, rescheduling the event by accident or by circumstances, I think it's been welcome. So we can all end the year on a high. I would also personally like to thank Amy and Chris from Community of Purpose for continuing to drive this great event while being faced with adversity themselves. During the terrible pandemic, and by creating a fantastic event tonight, virtually, and I have to say it's world class in terms of the quality, the connectivity. So you should be very, very proud of what you've achieved. Our company, GKN Aerospace, we haven't been immune to the events either. Our revenues dropped by 30%. Our margins have dropped by over 90%. Almost overnight, as long haul and short haul flights got suspended, and we've almost lost 4,000 friends and colleagues from the aerospace division, which has had over 18,000 people. the community and the teamwork are so important, and one of the reasons why we keep sponsoring this. And I think it's a great example of the sponsors, the people, the nominees, their people who nominate them. You know, the great teamwork is to be very proud of in the Bristol community. And I kind of liken it to my experience earlier this year, that I was asked to join the UK Ventilator Challenge programme. And you know what happened there? That there was a shortage of ventilators in the National Health Service. We only had 5,000 ventilators. And the call to arms by Gove back in early March was that the government and the National Health Service needed 10,000 ventilators in 10 weeks. Now, we achieved that. We achieved it with companies like Rolls-Royce, GKN, Thales, Smiths Medical, and we all got together and we put aside all of our intellectual property, and we did it. We achieved over 11,500 ventilators in just over 13 weeks, which was a credit to the British industry and the teamwork and when we can pull together. And I know that the National Health Service has touched our hearts. And even in the green room this evening, I was listening to some young people saying that they want a career in the National Health Service now. And that's fantastic. That I think that the government, the community has really woken up that the National Health Service have been undervalued. And so if there are any of you in the audience tonight, I salute you because you've sacrificed your lives and your family to look after the rest of us. So I said, I salute you. So without further ado, now it's time to announce the winner of the overall Young Hero Award. And like everybody else, I have an envelope which is still sealed. So bear with me while I open it up. And the overall Young Hero Award goes to Callum Brown. So very well done, Callum. And I think you know that, or you should know that we have awarded an iPad to Callum. So hopefully, Callum, you'll make good use of it and keep in touch with us as your career progresses. So very well done, and congratulations to all the winners tonight on behalf of GKN. Thank you very much, everybody.
Well done, guys. Super shot to both of you. Super shot.
Hello, Callum. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hi, Callum. Can you hear me? Oh, I can't. Just
Yes, I can hear you. Yes.
There you are. I've got you. Congratulations, Callum. You are our overall Bristol Young Hero winner.
Thank you very much.
I think I caught you just relaxing on the sofa then when your name was announced. I've never seen anyone move so fast.
Yes, well done, Callum. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Oh, Callum, congratulations. Enjoy it. Thank you so much. Oh, our overall winner, our overall Young Hero 2020, Callum Brown. So thoroughly deserved.
Well done.
Now, just before we start to finish this evening, I have managed to find Kaylee, the winner of our Caring Hero Award. So let's see if we can connect to Kaylee. There you are. Hello, Kaylee.
Hi.
Hello, Kaylee. Thank you so much for joining us. We didn't want you to miss out. Congratulations, you are our caring hero.
Thank you.
How do you feel about that?
I don't even know what to say. I really don't.
Yeah. And why do you feel it's so important to care for the people that you love? Why do you do it?
Because I feel like if I help my mum out, and maybe like it'll make other people realise that other people do need help.
And there'll be lots of young carers who will be watching tonight. What would be your message to them? Because it's a big responsibility to be a carer.
I would say to them, stay strong and keep doing what you're doing.
Well, we think you're amazing. Congratulations. You are our caring hero.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kaylee. Oh, I'm so glad we were able to connect to Kaylee. Now, we are drawing this wonderful evening to a close.
Well done, guys.
But
well
I'm
done.
delighted to say that
So-
we've still got 3 incredible performances and our final interview, as well as an appearance from Community of Purpose CEO Amy Kington. But it just leaves me personally to say thank you for being such a wonderful audience at home. And just to say to all of our nominees, you have inspired me massively this evening. I go home tonight with so much hope and love in my heart. Thank you to you. So it just leaves me to wish you all a safe and happy Christmas. And here's to a brighter 2021. I'm delighted to introduce Benjamin Francis Leftwich.
Hello, Bristol Young Heroes Awards. I hope you guys are having a good evening. My name is Benjamin Francis Leftwich, and this is Atlas Hands. Take me to the docks, there is a ship without a name. It's sailing to the middle of the sea. The water there is deeper than anything you've ever seen. Jump right in and swim until you're free. I will remember your face, 'cause I am still in love with that place. And when the stars are the only things we share, will you be there? Money came like rain into your hands while you were waiting for that cold old promise to appear. The people in the churches started singing about their hurts. He said, my God is a good God and she cares. I will remember your face, 'cause I am still in love with that place. And when the stars are the only things we share, will you be there? I've got a plan, I've got an atlas in my hands. I'm gonna turn when I listen to the lessons that I've learned. I've got a plan, I've got an atlas in my hands. I'm gonna turn when I listen to the lessons that I've learned.
Hey everyone, it's Chris again, here for our final interview of the evening, and I'm absolutely delighted to be joined by Abdi, Tavoy, Peter, and also Emily Bull, who's from the Creative Youth Network. And the young people on your screens have been involved in something absolutely fantastic, working with Bristol City Council. I'll let them tell us more. So Abdi, why don't you tell us a little bit about the belonging strategy?
So hi, my name's Abdi. So the belonging strategy is part of Marvin Rees's One City plan, and what he's done is created a consultation team for young, and everyone in the consultation team is all young people and some adults that are helping us. So it was the 3 people you see right now, and Emily obviously, and some other people that are not unable to join us today. So what we have done, the belong strategy is to make young people or people throughout Bristol feel welcome and to feel belonging within Bristol. So over the true course, what we have done is created some surveys to help and see how people belong, how people feel about Bristol and how they belong. So yeah.
Amazing, awesome, that's great. And Tavoy, could you just tell us a little bit more about that and how, you know, young people have really been at the centre of the project.
Okay, yeah. So over the months that we've been working on the belonging strategy, we've been involved in pretty much every aspect, which has been great for us as young people because it's really felt as if our voices were important to be heard. So to begin with, we worked on the questionnaires together, giving our input as to what kind of questions would appeal to young people, as well as what needed to be asked, and we edited those over a couple of weeks. We then went on to add the advertising side of things, so we made flyers as well. And we were also involved in hosting focus groups on a diverse range of young people to try and understand how they feel they belong. So really, we've been quite a pillar when it comes to talking about how we've shaped the Belonging Project as well. And it's been worked on young people as well, for young people. So, yeah.
Brilliant. That sounds amazing. And Peter, could you just give us a little bit of an insight into why you think it's so important for young people to be involved in projects like this?
For sure. These projects are really important for young people to get involved in because at the end of the day, they're our future and everybody else's too. That sense of empowerment that Tavoy was just talking about, where people can suddenly speak their mind from having that new insight and experience that fresh out of school. They know the early stages of life and have the knowledge that no one really has had before in a new, unique way. And that sense of perspective and empathy is extraordinary, and they want to live happy lives like everyone else.
Hi everyone, my name's Amy Kington and I am the proud founder and chief exec of Community of Purpose. And as we approach these festive times, this break is often a time to look back and reflect on our achievements over the past 12 months. And boy, 2020 has certainly been a year like no other. I'm sure I speak for us all when I say that every one of us has been impacted by the global COVID-19 pandemic, which has presented unprecedented challenges across the city, country and globe. It's safe to say it's been a very different experience and difficult experience for those working in the charitable sector. Shrinking budgets and tight spending control and unprecedented need has led to huge challenges for organisations working hard to make the world a better place. I'm therefore so incredibly grateful to our headline sponsor GKN Aerospace for continuing to honour their commitment to us and the young people of Bristol. They're our big heroes. As you know, tonight's awards were supposed to be held at the wonderfully inspiring Science Centre We the Curious. And whilst we've not been able to celebrate there in person, I hope that when it's safe to do so, you all take the opportunity to visit this wonderful visitor attraction that is a real asset to our city. Tonight was a real leap of faith into the world of online eventing, and we couldn't have brought this celebration to you without the incredibly talented events team It Sounds Commercial. I'm super proud to say that despite all of the challenges, we've still delivered the awards, which I hope you agree are now becoming a must-attend event in the city's annual calendar. And what can I say about my dear friend Emma Britton? She's going to be leaving the BBC this week, and I just want to shine a spotlight really on her. She is our big hero. She's been with these awards now for a couple of years, and we honestly couldn't have a better Master of Ceremony than Emma. She's got hunger, vision and passion in bucket loads, and I'm so grateful that she has given her time so generously to these awards. And thanks to everyone that's played a part in supporting us on our journey this year. Every year, the calibre of incredible young people just gets stronger and stronger, and we become more and more determined to raise our game to honour you. You really are Bristol's finest, and I hope you'll agree that my colleagues Chris Duncan and Eve Ralph have really triumphed tonight. We're a really small team of 3, but hopefully you can see that we've got that hunger, vision and passion to bring to you the Bristol Young Heroes Awards, so that it's an event that these young people can be proud to be part of. I'd like to place on record my sincere thanks to our award sponsors who, without them, couldn't have made an event like this possible. Their support has just been incredible, and actually some of them have even contacted us to say how they could enhance the support that they afford us, and I'm truly grateful for that. So a huge thanks to Arthur David, who have helped to feed what feels like the entire city today. Also Hobbs House Bakery, Tesco at Brislington, Grays Galore, who put some wonderful food parcels together, and First Point Logistics that dressed up like James Bond to deliver to all of our young people, and to our caring sponsors. And there's the likes of Brandel, Doveton Press and Studio Duo that have helped with the print, have helped with the design work, and have also brought to you some incredible videography that hopefully has made, you know, those young people proud of the stories that they've shared here this evening. I'd also like to thank the National Lottery Community Fund, who without Tim Temple, our regional manager, and the support of that fund, this event would not be possible. So we salute you, National Lottery. I'm not a huge advocate of gambling, but they do use their money wisely, and they do invest it in meaningful projects like this. So if you can support the National Lottery and buy your ticket, please do so. I'd also like to thank Imtech Environ and all the other award categories, and please pore over them on our social media platforms, because doing good should be good for their businesses. I want to make sure that coming out of COVID in 2021 is a bounce back year for all of those that have gone the extra mile to do good and to make Bristol become an even better place. We're hopeful that 2021 will be a major comeback year for everyone, and the one that we all deserve after what has been a testing time. Now tonight isn't quite over. There are a couple more acts that we've saved for you. They're the incredible Riff Raff Choir, and they're going to sing to you You To Me Are Everything, one of my personal faves, and the wonderful Bristol Show Choir, who will close the event with Come In From The Outside. So over to you, Riff Raff.
I would take the stars out of the sky for you, stop the rain from falling. You ask me to, you know that I'd do anything for you. Your wish is my command. I could move a mountain when your hand is in my hand. Words could not express how much you mean to me. There must be some other way to make you see. If it takes my heart and soul, you know I'd pay the price. Everything that I possess, I gladly sacrifice. Oh, you to me are everything, the sweetest song that I could sing. Oh, baby, oh, baby. To you, I guess I'm just a clown who picks you up each time you're down. Oh, baby, oh, baby.
You give me just a taste of love to build my hopes upon. You know you got the power, girl, to keep me holding on.
So now you've got the best of me. Come on and take the rest of me, oh baby. Although you're close to me, we seem so far apart. Maybe given time, you'll have a change of heart. If it takes forever, girl, then I'm prepared to wait. The day you gave your love to me won't be a day too late. Oh, you to me are everything, the sweetest song that I could sing. Oh, baby, oh, baby. To you, I guess I'm just a clown who picks you up each time you're down. Oh, baby, oh, baby.
Give me just a taste of love to keep my hopes upon. You know you've got the power, girl, to keep me holding on.
So now you've got the best of me. Come on and take the rest of me, oh baby. You to me are everything, the sweetest song that I could sing, oh baby. Oh baby, you to me are everything, the sweetest song that I can sing, oh baby. You are oh baby, tears, raindrops of regret. So much to laugh about, so much you wish you could forget. Oh, what a wisdom invades me now. If I could chase the pain away, you know I'd show you how. And just volumes of words, but nothing much is said. So much to treasure, too many demons in your head. But what of the future? I'll just watch it dance. I'll put the past to bed and give myself a second chance.
Promise to myself
future, and it never gets hard enough for you. You've been enchanting this heart of mine for the longest time. Slow dancer, you stun me up with all your romancing, and it's making me weak like no one else, like there's no one else in the world. I'm under your spell, baby. This is our time. The dance floor is jumping. Move me tonight, boy. You got something that makes me feel like I'm at the top of the world. Spin me around and around. This is our time. The dance floor is jumping. Move me tonight, boy. You got something that makes me feel like I'm at the top of the world. Spin me around and around. Dance with me. The music is making me so dizzy. I need to give in to the strong rhythm, 'cause I'm beginning to break free. Be with me. Ooh, yeah. This is our time. The dance floor is jumping. Move me tonight, boy. You got something that makes me feel like I'm at the top of the world. Spin me around and around. This is our time. The dance floor is jumping. Move me tonight, boy. You got something that makes me feel like I'm at the top of the
If there is something we